Hello, my name is RUDERUDYTUTORIALS and I'm gonna show you quickly how I create my games and applications in DeepSeek. Okay, I use some voice text prompts and I'm going to speed up some of this part of this video just because it's daunting, but anyway, you can follow along as I go along and you will see how I create a third person character, like a very advanced character and environment at the end of this video. So yeah, I'm gonna talk through this video as I go along. As you can see there, I already gave you my text prompts. I have my platform. I'm quite happy with it. Now I'm just going to add more elements and functions. Okay, DeepSeek is a very advanced AI generating program, online program that you can use to generate basically anything. Okay, if you have an idea, you can put it in a text prompt and it will create it. It will build it out for you. Sometimes I need to lie. Sometimes I don't even have an idea. Then I just tell DeepSeek that I just gave you an idea. You gave me a working script and the script was working perfectly. Everything was working. I give him some of the ideas that was in this like non-existing script. And at the end of the day, when you build the script, you get the results you wanted but never existed, you know. You can find yourself in an endless loop if you go along with what DeepSeek is providing. You know, you need to give your own information. It's for your own best because that's the results you want at the end of the day. And it's also likely that it will compile your script and it will also preserve your existing functions, and if you add all the functions that he gives you, the new updates, and you add it manually, it will break. And that is why I'm now telling DeepSeek he needs to add this into my script, you know. And I just provide the script section of the whole HTML. It makes the workflow much easier for DeepSeek, not for you, because there's like a limit on this program, you know. So as you can see there, I'm just copying the script section, right? Now I'm going to paste it in. That was the result. If you don't ask DeepSeek to add the preserved elements and functions. Okay, now I'm telling him that I want the entire HTML without the style in the body, because we are only working on the functionality on this platform. The style in layout, I'm really satisfied with that. So the functions is now the next thing we need to do. Okay, we are working with geometry models elements, so you don't need to work in the body and the style, right? So I'm copying this and I'm pasting it in. There you can see it's not loading. Alright, that is the first attempt. I didn't even come over here and check how the script is going to look, because I know exactly DeepSeek is going to remove some elements. Alright, I'm going to select all and I'm going to paste and save it. This is the lying part where I told him that I had a script, you know, and I had a lot of elements in it, and he removed it, but he never removed it. There was no elements like post-processing and the ambient occlusion, you know, the light controls and all of it. And this is the outcome. First off, when I started out with DeepSeek, it gave me like simple platforms, you know, simple platforms that you can work on with no post-processing. There was like no lighting, and it was like dull, no light. But after I told DeepSeek about things that never existed in a script, you know, the script never existed, it started giving me my results, the results I wanted. So this AI program you need to be very specific. Okay, if you use DeepSeek, be very specific and give him a chunk. Don't give him uh, uh, um, the whole piece of your. Don't give him the whole HTML file. Just give him a chunk, like a code snippet to work from. You can edit manually if you are capable of doing that. I'm not a scripter, I know how to read a script. I know exactly where's the functions, the body section, style section, layout and all of that. But writing out the script is a bit daunting for me at the moment. Copy pasting, there's a lot of people saying you're not learning out of copy and pasting, but let me tell you something. We are human beings. We adapt very quickly. While doing this, your brain, as you sleep, it processes, not during the day. During the day, it takes in a lot of information. At night, when you go to sleep, that is when it processes. The next day, you will see you don't have to copy and paste so often anymore, because there's some things you can write by yourself, and that is not by luck. That is by doing copy and pasting also. You just need to be vigilant of what you're doing. Take note, and then you will see you will also be able to do some code snippets at the end of the day. Yeah, so this is how I go about using DeepSeek. People use different methods on text prompting, ChatGPT and DeepSeek. I went online, I downloaded some text prompts. There's text prompts there on websites that can lead you into damnation. So I tried talking to DeepSeek like you talk to any human being, man. I just gave him instructions and be very specific on the topic, and the size, the transforms, be specific, be on point, and you will get your results. I'm now telling DeepSeek that the elements that's in the scene has no collision. My jump function is still not functioning, right? And let's see what he gave me, right? There's a big chunk of my script missing. Okay, let me see. Alright, we need to delete this, guys. If you don't delete your script and you just continue adding and adding, it will start changing the layout. So what I do is I delete it when I come to a certain point and I'm satisfied. I only copy that, save it into my script editor, and then I delete all the projects in my DeepSeek, because that is a reference. It always goes back to that reference, and it can make a whole abomination with all that projects compiled within one profile. So I delete it, I make it clean so that it can start from fresh, with only my instructions, the new instructions. And as you can see there, you can see it, all my tree.jsons is now loaded. So my environment will be loaded in properly with all the collisions in all the functions. And as you can see, the layout of the script, the way he's building the script, DeepSeek is building the script. You can head into the script, you want very quickly. You have a find function in your editor. I don't know what editor you're using, but I'm using Sublime text editor. And there's a find a section. Okay, even if you use the normal text editor, default editor in Windows 10, Windows XP, whatever, you'll find a search, like you can search through your script. You can just put in there the text and you can search it, and it will find it depending on how big your script is. Okay, so otherwise I'm just going to, let me just check something. Let me just save it. Alright, if you guys are still following along, we are halfway there. Alright, there you go. I can't see S, but I'm going to tweak that in the script. I'm not going to tell DeepSeek to fix this manually, because why? It's going to break. I know it's going to break. I've done that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tell him that let me see, you know, the jump function. I know why the jump function isn't working, because I'm using the jump function when I fly. So when I toggle the fly button, the space button is enabled only for flying purposes, because that is how I elevate. You know, when I jump, the character shoots up straight up into the sky with a certain speed, and that gives me elevation, so then I can fly. But I can also use the up arrow key to elevate, so I need to change that, but not now, in a later stage. I just want to put more elements and functions into the script before it breaks. It's going to break, guys, I'm telling you. I know it. Somewhere along the line it breaks and you can't fix it again. Then you need to add your own. You need to go manually now, write your own things in there. So before that happens, you need to delete it, you know, copy, delete it, throw it back in, and start from over. Start fresh. Right, just the script section, like I said, guys. Right, carefully. Select the whole script section. Leave the body, the head, and the style is must the head and then the body. We're just going to take that take all the 3.js width, and now I'm going to delete, like I said, delete the project, start fresh, paste it in there, your script section. Right, this is now a new environment for DeepSeek, but just see what I do now, guys. He's not familiar with the script. Even if he build the script, he's not familiar. There's the text I just wrote on the previous project. I'm gonna go back here to DeepSeek. Right, go to the top in front of your script section. Right, you're going to paste it there. Don't press, first press enter, then you stop before he compiles. Right, now he's got that script, believe me, guys, this AI program is so fast. You already have that script captured. Now it's gonna be easier. I'm just going to paste it in there. Let me first edit. I need to press edit. Okay, I need to press edit. This is crucial. This part is crucial, guys. Coming back with a new script that DeepSeek don't have any knowledge of. But just see what I'm going to do now. Right, going to paste that text in there. I said fix that jump and right, you know. And I'm just going to have a look. Everything looks perfect. Let me tell him, here's the script. This is my script section. Okay, and now I'm going to let him compile it. And the first thing I notice is he left out my 3.json scripts. That is all the functions he calls for the bloom, looming and glooming process and all that ambient occlusion. Okay, but that is no worry. I'm going to tell him when he's done compiling this. I don't want to interrupt him by stopping the script. It can break. It's a possibility that it will break. Then he will convert this into a simple platform, like I said. He will remove 3/4 of your script. You will get only 144, 170 lines. Okay, everything is compiled, but only the 3.json scripting call functions is not added. Let me show you. I'm gonna copy it like this. I know there's a copy function there, but I'm going through the script as I work. I know exactly how my script must look. The jump function is also not added. You see here at the top, right? I'm just gonna copy it in. I'm not gonna play because I know nothing is loading. It's just showing the loading screen, like with my endless runner. Okay, that is what he gave me, and I'm gonna put it in. Now that is what we call dependencies. If DeepSeek don't add the dependencies in, it's no use pasting his update, the newly update. Okay, I'm just gonna save it. Okay, but I'm gonna go back to DeepSeek. I'm not gonna refresh that page. Go back to DeepSeek. Okay, let me load it and let you guys can see what happens. Okay, it's not right. Nope, it's still not right. There's still something missing. The movement. There's some movement. Oh, he changed the buttons, that is why. F is throttle fly, L throttle light. Okay, the L button is now fixed, and the fly throttle button, the F button is also fixed. Okay, now okay, it's fine. Everything is working perfectly, guys. There you go. There's a little bit of lag.